Hello there. So today we're talking about podcasts, which is what I'm going to say for the rest of this post. I can guarantee it. Um, and whether or not you like them, and what can we learn from podcasts. So my name is Andrea Jackson, and I know that some senior staff in training providers put into place an inspection plan that includes improvements identified and action plans. But what if there was an alternative plan that involves working with me on sustained action and change, which gives power to everyone involved in the training to not only be involved, but to own the changes and to attract the Ofsted grade they deserve? So, podcasts. I have to say, I'm a little bit of a geek when it comes to a podcast. I've got a whole host of them on various platforms. Most of them are business related, and there's a smattering of music ones. The one I do like to listen to is the Sean Keaveney one, in that he has a famous person who has to organise a music festival. Obviously imaginary. They're not on the podcast phoning up caterers trying to negotiate prices, but they talk about the artists that they want and when to play it at the festival. I don't feel as if I'm selling it well, but it makes me laugh and it makes me remember past bands, etc. So every morning, I listen to a business podcast. I don't want to listen to local radio when I'm up, because in Ludlow, you know most of the people that are mentioned. I find that national radio is far too depressing first thing before I've had my first coffee. So a podcast it is. Now, the podcasts cover things like social marketing, something that I've had to learn. And as most people know, I am still learning. But it can be entrepreneurs who have been in business for a long time and are happy to tell someone like me running a small business hints and tips, so you don't make the same mistakes that they did. I used to think, this is me being completely honest now, I used to think that the presenters and the guests spoke far too fast. And I struggled to understand what was being said. And this went on for a good few months. I'm smiling because I know what comes next. Until I realised it was the speed I had set the podcast to. Although I have heard since that if you do set up any audio to a faster speed, then your brain has to work harder to take the information in and in turn remembers more. Who knew? I was onto a good thing. Anyway, it is important that we switch off and escape to a more relaxing place, but also keep ourselves open to new information. And podcasts do that for me. So let me know if you use podcasts, and let me know how you relax and or learn. What's your favorite podcast? That'd be great. Now, if you think this podcast, if you think this post will be interesting to others, send it on. That would be absolutely marvelous. If you want to see what we do, the things that we do, visit the website, which is going down on the ticker tape. As ever, thank you so much for your support. Really, really appreciated. And I need you to have a fantastic week, which I know you will. Have a brilliant time. You take care.